Hi, this is Cindy Maram with Dig In Magazine, and welcome to the Cinequest Film and Creativity Festival. Congratulations on 30 years happening. It's such an amazing journey. And we have some really big nights, the Maverick Spirit Awards.
Our Maverick Spirit Award is our top honor. We call it Maverick because it represents Silicon Valley in the world of creativity. People that are bold, original, do exciting things, trailblazers.
I was actually really inspired by the subculture of hacking. We have a 30-minute pilot. It's about the underworld of hacking and how one particular hacker gets involved way too deep.
So I saw a meme online that was like good friends bail you out of jail and best friends are in jail with you. And so I basically took that idea and ran with it and turned it into an extreme idea of graphic deliciousness.
Working with the gore was a big highlight because I've never done that before.
I think over the years of wanting to make a feature film, it's always one of those things of failing and trying again, and it's all about timing. And I think as a director, I think I just got to that point where I'm like, I've just got to make a movie.
Ryan called me up one day and then he was like, I want to shoot a movie in a month. And I was like, okay, let me see the script. And he was like, I don't have a script yet. And I was like, okay, well then let's do it. And it's crazy how quickly it came together and how the team came together. And honestly, we had some of the most talented people in South Africa working on this film.
Well, I have a real fascination with things that can't be explained. And I wanted to tell a story that got into that feeling of having something happen to you that you can't quite put into words and you can't quite communicate to another person. And I've actually been working on it for a long time, and the whole time it was written so that Megan could be the main actor, and we've been talking for years and years about the movie.
And what would you say were the highlights of working on the film?
I would say working with these two, they're two of my best friends, and they're such incredible artists in every single way. And the story was incredible, and seriously, they're the best human beings. And so it's just a pleasure to be a part of what they're creating.
So the film is a thriller, and it's about Allison, who is a young professional down on her luck. She's driving rideshare to make ends meet. And she meets a mysterious passenger one evening, and through a twisted turn of events, she has to turn to the passenger for help and then fight through the night to cover her tracks, get away from the police, and find out who her passenger really is.
It's a story of this couple living in Mumbai who have a pet, and what happens to their relationship once a pet goes away from their life.
It's a love story, a romantic genre, really dealing with the issue of fantasy and love.
About a woman and her demons and how she fights them.
It's a little character drama, all set in a penthouse above Las Vegas.
I'm one of the leads in the film. My character's name is Woman.
Can you tell me how you got involved in comedy and what you like about it?
I didn't really know you could do stand-up comedy. My friend wanted to try it and he was nervous, so he asked if I would go with him to an open mic. And I said yes, and now quite a few number of years later, I still like to do stand-up. What I like about it is if you have an idea that day, you can go try it out that night and see if people like the idea. And if they don't like the idea, maybe you try it a few more times, and hopefully they eventually like the idea.
I was John's manager for 25 years, and Bob directed John's first comedy special and was John's acting coach. Stu produced John's second and third specials, and the three of us came up together to decide, let's do something to honor John's legacy and John's life.
Well, it's great to have you back, especially opening night of the 30th anniversary. And can you tell me about the film you have in the festival?
Yeah, this year I'm here with the Tall Bike Joust. It's a short documentary of a group of people, and it's actually a fundraiser for a nonprofit bicycle shop. They provide transportation equity to underprivileged people. So basically you get a bicycle, you weld another bicycle frame on top of it, and then you get a very misguided millennial to sit on top of that, and then you give them a PVC pole with a pillow at the end, and they joust each other in a craft brewery parking lot. And there's nothing bad that could ever happen in that situation. So.